Saul Goodman is already the second best third baseman in the Houston Astros organization, only behind Matt Dominguez, the power-hitting third baseman that they got in the Carlos Lee trade. But without further ado, we are ready for Saul Goodman's Double-A debut, and we have a prospect spotlight to kick it off.
Matt Vasgersian back with the minor league pregame show, counting you down to Double-A Texas League Baseball with tonight's version of the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Saul Goodman is our focus, and he's making his Double-A debut in this one after being the organization's first pick in the most recent first-year player draft.
Yeah, there's a lot of excitement around him, Matt. He was targeted pretty heavily heading into the draft, and they made it clear they were very happy they got the opportunity to draft him. And you know, he's still got a long road ahead of him before he makes his big league debut, but I'm pretty confident he'll be an impact player when he gets here. Now, it's time to work hard and prove why he was worth being a first-round pick.
All right, lineups and first pitch are coming up next. Stay tuned for that right here on the show.
So those type of things usually get pretty repetitive pretty quickly, so I would not expect this. I'm not going to put too many of those in there. Certainly not every time we end up getting those little cutscenes, but nonetheless, Goodman's debut was not a good one. You can see comes up in the 10th. He was already 0 for 5 on the day, and he grounds out in the 12th. Now he's 0 for 6 up in the top of the 15th inning. A long extra inning game so far, and we end up getting BABIP right there, lining out to the left fielder. So we finish off going 0 for 7 in our Double-A debut. Not a strong start for Goodman. So he comes up, he's already 0 for 1 now in his second game, looking to break through for his first hit. And with 2 men on, you want to get a run home, you better call Saul. With 2 outs, the 0-1 count to Goodman. And Goodman's going to hit this one to deep left center field. That one is back, and that one is going to go off, or it's going to one-hop up off the wall. 1 run is already scored. Another one's coming around. He will score, and it's a 2 RBI double for Saul Goodman. He gets his first hit in Double-A, his first couple of RBI. And that is a big breakthrough for Goodman, finally cracking the hit column. Now is 1 for 9 on the season. Certainly not the start he wanted, but take a look at the replay right here. Beautiful swing by Goodman, hitting that one the opposite way. Great use of the entire field. So, top of the 8th, same game. Goodman up, no one on first pitch of the AB, and he's going to hit this one past the glove of the second baseman into right field for a seeing eye single. Goodman's got his second hit of the game, and it looks like things are starting to turn around here for the first overall draft pick. Now, top of the 9th inning, Goodman hits this one to deep right center field. That is a hot shot. That's going to get all the way to the wall, one hopping up off of it. And the run is going to come around and score all the way from first. Goodman's going for 30. The throw gets by the cutoff man, and Goodman's got some cojones here. He's going home, and he is well out at the plate. Probably not the smartest decision right there to try and go home, but when you have an opportunity like that, you can't pass it up. Check out the replay. Out by a good 3 or 4 steps right there. Nonetheless, we get credit for the RBI triple, and that will finish off the day. Goodman goes 3 for 5, a double and a triple, getting 2 RBI, and overall a great game out of Goodman. Definitely recovering out of that first game. So here we go, bases loaded, 0-2 count in the first inning. You better call Saul if you want to drive home some runs right here. So Goodman hitting from the right side this time around, the 0-2 pitch, and he's going to hit this one to the shortstop, to second for 1, on to first in time. So run does come home, but I think that was a good trade-off if you're the pitcher right there. It's a double play. Goodman doesn't even get an RBI there. So top of the 5th inning here, 3-2 is the score. The hook's on top, and Goodman takes this one to the opposite field for a base hit, collected by the right fielder, fired into the cutoff man, but Goodman is on with a single, so he gets his first hit of the ball game. And you can see that's going to wrap it up for this. We end up picking up another hit in the 8th, and we finish off 2 for 5. So skipping ahead here, you can see we are into the 4th game of the season. And you can see Goodman's going to be batting 4th for the team for now. That's a good position for Goodman, I think. It allows him to collect some RBIs when he gets runners in scoring position like this right here. That's lined into center field for a base hit. Runner coming around all the way from second. He's going to come home and score. And another one gets up to third base. So good base running right there by the hooks. And it's an RBI single. Goodman has another RBI. Now in the field too, Goodman was doing very well, to second for 1. On to first, and not in time. We cannot turn it right there, but still a nice play by Saul as he does his part. So 5-8 is the score. Bases loaded. The go-ahead run is at the plate, and you better call Saul. The 0-1 count. Goodman is going to hit this hanging curveball to deep left field, and it looks like you might have wanted to call someone else there. He'll take the sac fly, but usually you're going to want more than a sac fly down by 3 runs in a situation like that. So with 2 outs, we would not be able to come through, and the Hooks will have to take the loss. 8-7 is the final score. Goodman goes 2 for 4, but like I said, he missed a clutch opportunity there at the end. So here we are in a bit of a training session right here, and I'm probably not going to show you guys these too often, but I figured I'd show the first one. This was all about getting good at-bats, and I'm just going to show you about 2 at-bats from this. These are pretty easy. It's all about taking pitches, working the count, and then trying to make solid contact when you get a pitch you can handle. Here's the first pitch of an AB that I just crushed to left field for a 3-run homer. We would end up doing this drill pretty easily, and you can see the hitting coach is thrilled about that. So we get the goal. That gave us a bunch of training points. I don't remember exactly how many. It wasn't too much, but it was well worth doing, I believe. We get 200 training points. It's not the most, but it was nice to add those into our player. So Goodman here hits this one to deep left field. That one is back, and it is off the wall. Couldn't quite get that first home run just yet, but he's into second with a leadoff double here to start out the inning. And we'll take a look at a replay. Goodman with that beautiful swing. I love that Will Myers stance. And he is really taking the ball to the opposite field effectively. Left fielder misplays that one pretty poorly. Goodman, though, not the fleetest of foot, pulls up into second base with a double, and now Goodman coming up with the bases loaded, and you better call Saul, right? Let's find out if he can come through. A tie game, a chance to give the team the lead, and Goodman takes that hanging breaking ball to deep left center field. That one is back, and it is gone. A grand slam for Saul Goodman, his first career professional home run, obviously the first in Double-A, and that's going to give the Corpus Christi Hooks a 9-5 lead. Goodman collects 4 RBI, a run, as well as a home run right there. A beautiful piece of hitting by Saul Goodman, taking it the opposite way, just like he has done so successfully in these first couple games so far with the Corpus Christi Hooks. Check out the swing, 378 feet, that one clears the wall, and you can see Goodman's going to get the silent treatment from his teammates here, waiting for those high fives to come around, and now the team shows him some love as Goodman puts them on top, showing why he should be in that number 4 hole, driving in all those RBI right there. And that is going to lead to a Corpus Christi Hooks victory. 10-5 is the final. Goodman collects 2 hits, and he's also going to collect his first career professional player of the game. So Goodman, a fantastic day for him. Finishes with his first career home run, scores a couple runs, drives in a few more, and now we are on to another game here, this time a day game, and that hanging curveball is going to be drilled into right center field. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. Goodman rounding first, heading for 2, and he's going to get in there standing up. It is a leadoff double here for Saul Goodman. That would be the only highlight of this game you're going to see with the final stat line. He ends up collecting 2 hits and a walk. It was a nice day nonetheless, but I don't want to show every single hit that we get or anything like that. It gets a little bit repetitive, so you can see the Hooks are 6-2 heading into this next game. 2 on, 2 out, and that's going to be driven all the way to right center field for a base hit. This one gets to the wall once again. Goodman showing exactly what I thought he was going to show in these kind of early years of him. Early on, I'm expecting a lot of extra base hits, but mainly a lot of doubles. I'm not looking for too many home runs early on in this career. He's a big guy, but he's not completely filled out yet. You see it a lot with a guy like Manny Machado or a guy like Xander Bogaerts. Big guy, so you think might fill out later in the career and start showing that home run pop when they get into their mid-20s or so. We'll see if Goodman projects out similarly. Hopefully we can speed up that home run process a little bit as we do right here. That one clears the wall once again. Very similar spot to where Goodman did his first home run of the Double-A season. This one a little bit further, 385 feet, but a very similar spot, going the opposite way. Last one was a little bit more of a line drive. This one definitely hung in the air a little bit longer, but nonetheless they have the same result, and it's going to be a home run. This one going off the scoreboard. So now later in the game, man on, we need a base runner right here to try and get back in this ballgame. You better call Saul. No outs, down by 2, tying run at the plate, and that one's going to be shot into the gap to left center field, going the opposite way once again. How many times have we seen Goodman do it this episode? That's going to drive home a run. Goodman pulls up into second. He represents the tying run with no outs in the inning, trying to start a rally here. Let's see how the rest of the inning plays out. Well, not so good. Doesn't look like his teammates could pull their weight, and we end up picking up the 6-5 loss. But 3 hits on the evening for Goodman, and you can see later in the game we end up going 0 for 4. I do like to show you guys the like kind of final hit lines or whatever for each game, even if I don't show highlights, or even if I get a hit or not. Usually I only show extra base hits, RBI, stuff like that, really eventful plays. I don't want to just show every single hit, because I would like to move through the series at a nice pace. But Goodman there picks up another double, picks up another RBI. This one misplayed by the left fielder who went for the diving catch. Goodman is the beneficiary of that as a run gets home, and he finishes the day 2 for 4 with a double and a run. as well as an RBI. Now, top of the 7th of another game. That's a hanging curveball, and there, folks, is Saul Goodman's first no-doubt home run. One of these guys is going to stop leaving hanging curveballs over the plate to Goodman. He's going to eat those up for days, and you can see Goodman celebrating. That one he actually pulled this time around. He really turned on that one, got it all the way out to right center field, and you can see a no-doubt home run, getting 32 points for that good at-bat. Celebrating with his teammate, and Goodman is off to a fantastic start after a rough first game in Double-A. Goodman ends up finishing off. Oh, and look at this. Steve Gomez. If you guys watch the series Breaking Bad, you would know how ironic this is. Steve Gomez is in the road to the show. He's not a creative player. I didn't create him. I didn't put him in or whatever. He just showed up like that. I was looking at the All-Star voting. Turns out he actually plays the same position as Goodman. That's pretty funny. And he kind of had the goatee too. I mean, it was really funny. I thought it was hilarious, but maybe I guess you have to watch Breaking Bad to kind of get that. Nonetheless, if you guys don't watch Breaking Bad, Steve Gomez was another character on the show. But so we finished off the episode playing pretty well. That's going to wrap up the first 16 games of Saul Goodman's Double-A career. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you did enjoy. And so I'm out. Peace.